Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marston here. And today I want to talk about the hero in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because people are already saying that the character should be banned from tournaments and stuff like that. I wanted to make this video because I have a lot of opinions on this topic. One is that calling for a ban before the character is even in tournaments, I think is ridiculous. We need to let the character actually be in tournaments before we talk about banning them. However, I will say, I honestly don't really blame people too much for wanting the ban already, because just from the little bit that I've played of the character and the stuff that I've seen in general, I firmly believe that this character is going to negatively affect competitive play. And the reason why I think that is because whether we ban the character or not, just thinking about the character in tournaments, it's going to be annoying. Because there are numerous things that this character can do that can just get such a cheesy type of win that as a spectator, it will probably start to get old seeing it happen a bunch of times. And as a competitor, it's going to get really old if you lose a tournament to either a crit, a magic burst, a thwack, any of those things. It's going to get so annoying to lose to that. And I really do believe that as a spectator, it may be exciting at first, but depending on how many people play Hero, it's going to get really, really old. Because I'm thinking back to Bayonetta in Smash 4, it started to get really old. I mean, seeing people die at 0 just was not entertaining after you saw it a couple of times. Falling up air into up smash is a true combo with Hero. And up smash can crit. It can honestly kill at around 20. That's insane. And again, I'm not saying that we should ban the character right now, because we need to let the character go into tournaments and see what happens. Maybe everyone will just counterplay the hell out of this character and none of this stuff will ever happen. But in my opinion, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that people are going to be able to counterplay Hero, but I don't think it's going to be that simple. And some people have already been talking about, well, I don't think this character is top tier. I think that rushdown characters can take this character on, or just top tiers in general. However, even if that's the case, this character, and this is the part that I'm more concerned about, this character is going to be a huge problem for people that do not play the very, very top tier characters. Think about Magic Burst alone. Yes, you have to get the move to be able to use it because it's RNG, but that will eliminate so many characters already. And then this is not even talking about his regular special moves. His up B alone is gonna really be a problem for a lot of characters, a lot of the lower tier characters, and even some of the higher ones. I mean, Fox, I think, is gonna have a huge problem trying to recover with Hero just falling down and up Bing, because some people talk about how his normal attacks and aerials and stuff aren't that great, but they're not the worst. And all of his other stuff is so good, because you have an extreme like Little Mac where it's like, well, he's good on the ground, so he has to be terrible in the air. And he's so bad in the air to the point where he's not even viable. We have a game based around a ton of aerials and he can't do aerials at all and dies from just barely being tapped off stage. But with Hero, yeah, maybe his moves are kind of laggy, but they're not that laggy. They're decent. So his setbacks, in my opinion, aren't that huge. Because even if you get rid of the RNG aspect of his down B, his other moves are so good. The critting is going to be insane. His neutral special is insane. It is extremely good. And a lot of people are already starting to exploit that. His side B is really good. It has crazy range. You can mix people up because they don't even know which version you're going to go for. This character, to me, I think a lot of people who are saying that, oh, it's not going to be that big of a deal and stuff like that, I think this character honestly is just going to be a huge problem for competitive play. I really do. I think it's going to start to get boring to watch, and I think this character is going to eliminate a decent chunk of the roster. I honestly think that. And this is all depending on how many people actually play Hero in tournament. So maybe not too many people will play him, and then it won't be that much of a big deal. But if a lot of people play him, the potential of this character is so high. This character has a lot of shenanigans, and I think a lot of people are going to start really figuring this character out. Because he's only been out for a couple days, and there's already a lot of ridiculous stuff. Gimmer already made a video on edge guarding with the hero, and it's insane. People are figuring out combos or ways to lead into neutral B, and I'd like to point out again, the neutral B is insane. It does a ton of damage, and it can kill. And this is all talking about this character without even discussing down B, which can literally just win a game. You just shoot thwack and you win. So I'm not trying to make this video to go, oh, we need to ban hero right now, because I don't think we should. We need to let the tournaments go and see how things play out. I mean, maybe nothing will happen and it'll just be fine. I just personally think that in terms of competitive play as a player and a spectator, I think this character is going to get old. That's just what I think. I think regardless of the topic of banning him, I think this character is going to get boring. Except for the person who's playing him, because, I mean, hey, a win's a win, right? So if you're playing him and you get a crit stock, all 3 stocks, you're going to be pretty pumped. But as a spectator and the person versing that person, it's going to suck. But maybe as a spectator, maybe it'll be more hype than I'm thinking. But I think over time, it's going to not be. So that's all I really have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all this. Do you think hero is going to be a problem in this game, or do you think it doesn't matter? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.